What up, guys? Doing a trade review on today's trades. Haven't done it in a while, but probably be a good idea to start on them again. So let's get to it. All right, man. Shorts were in today. I would low key take more shorts, but I'm already done for the day. I want to take more shorts. Anyways, okay. So let's go on trading view. All right. I don't know if it saved my executions or not. Yes, it did. All right. All right. So today we opened up pretty moderately, not more than like a 40-point open, I believe. Yeah, 42-point open. I mean, that is not high volume at all, right? The volume came in around 10 a.m. But I was anticipating the shorts already early on. From what it looked like to me, it was just not really good, like, indication of going longs. We were already pretty high up on the week. This is the week's high right here. This 25,266 level. I think it's 25,266 or 25,274.50. All right, so we're already in pretty high up in the premium. I mean, we're coming up. We're instantly consolidating. When we're consolidating in a premium range, to me it's just shorts. Shorts. Nothing on Bookmap indicated for me to go along today. Right, we were above overnight the whole entire day, but I mean, it just it. Sometimes you gotta just take it. There's no indication for us to go up. You know, it's just it did not make sense to me to take longs today, right? Or if you take a look at the 15-minute time frame, I think we're still falling. Yeah. I mean, take a look at the 15-minute time frame. There's no volume coming in, and we're just seeing lower and lower rejections, right? If you didn't get out of the 1 minute, I mean, you wouldn't be able to see that, but you kind of see it, you know, seeing higher volume pick up to the downside, more or less. And I did end up taking two trades today, right? So what happened here was I entered in right about here. I think it was about where my average price was. Probably right over New York VWAP. I don't remember. I would have to check the stream. I did end up hedging the position. I was originally planning on getting out here or the previous high right here at structure. That typically would the structure up here would technically be the appropriate stop. I am an advocate for wider stops and just coming in with lower position size, especially if you're trading a 50K account. You want a lower position size because, I mean, they just don't give you enough drawdown. I entered in a little bit heavy. I don't know. I just try to grind for that payout. I don't see the reason to constantly just dive in with 1 to 2 micros. If I see low volume, but I do see steady pushes to a certain direction, and then once we got out of that direction, we're going downward. I mean, to me, it just made sense. It just made sense, right? So yeah, I hedged my position right here, here, and here. For a total of 8 micros. Got out for 6 here, and then I got it out for 2 at this opening range, right? So I did end up catching not a bad win. I think it's about 40 points, 33 points. So not the biggest win. I think I made $300 on that trade. And then I eventually did also catch this short too, which was another 40 points. So 70 points in total. I can't complain about a 70-point win. If I just held it, I mean, oh my god, that would have been pretty nice to see. I'm already seeing volume fall down. Yeah, from Asia high all the way down to what is that? I think that's last week's low. 200-point drop. I was calling those shorts all day, man. All day. So let's do a little bookmap analysis for this, right? If it loads. Okay. right about here. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. We did have directional icebergs, which was nice. Um, trying to see. All right. So we did have stops set at this previous high, as I was talking about. Looks like, I mean, just didn't price didn't really want to drag it. It kept inverting instantly as soon as we get to those targets. And if you see a lot of inversions like that, I mean, to me, it just seems like it's not the best indication to go along if we just constantly see inversions. Same thing to the downside. I mean, consolidation's consolidation, but I mean, we just saw more targets, and we already had those targets. 100 points downward to 25, I believe, just 25 100 all the way down here. Those targets were already set. We just didn't have the volume to pick it up yet, right? And you can see those big orders already stacking up. We already got 226 right here before the market even opened. You got 131, 102, 106, 152. Those are instant icebergs coming into the market, right? I knew we were going to consolidate. We were having a lot of players in this area right here, this total area. You can see it by the current volume profile. And there was a lot of players. Price didn't know where I wanted to go, right? Sometimes that's just how it is. You can't always predict that. But yeah, just a lot of icebergs coming in. Not a lot of buy icebergs, some to drag it back into this direction, probably to get the best price possible near that previous structure. And eventually, yeah, we did end up tanking. And I caught this first move right here, right about here, exit out of this pullback, and then I re-entered right here and took it out right here at this current area of volume. But yeah, it just ended up taking a shit. A lot of icebergs. It's kept dragging price down. I mean, it's not often you just see a 200-point drop. You probably only get those like 3 or 4 times a month. I didn't look at VWAPs today either. I saw we were above New York the whole entire time. I didn't really take that to account. Lately, the VWAPs just not been working. I mean, they've been just sweeping them, or it's to me it looks like a lot of buyers and sellers just have just been unloading their shares at New York or overnight. They come down to those levels or come up to those levels, they unload their shares and just either takes a shit or goes to the moon. There's no in between, right? It's not really an indication anymore. It's just a place for these big players to actually unload what they think is the average price at that time, right? I mean, 313 icebergs and just, oh my God, it's just ended up taking a shit. Adding in another 110. We got some buy orders fill in, target areas right here that we were talking about. These were the targets. And then new targets formed and ended up taking up, right? Now we see this volume build up right here. Yeah, I'd wanted to go short again, man. But volume slowed down. I mean, this is only 56 points. Yeah, but I mean, just overall great day. I mean, I can't complain. If I held, I would have been probably happier, but it was, you know, it was that type of day. Just really consolidated morning. You know, buyers wanted to, or sellers wanted to take it lower. Buyers didn't really want to give up that position. Probably try to get the best price possible. I don't know if we slapped a VWAP on there. We slapped a VWAP on this. I mean, yeah, it was just above it. All VWAPs. I mean, all the VWAPs told us we were going to go higher. Every single one of them. Rejection of the first range to the bottom side. Yeah, I don't know. However you want to describe it. I mean, sellers just took over today. Going lower. Yeah. We ended up hitting yesterday's New York VWAP as well. And then we did have that Asia low and Asia high as a target, which was pretty good. It's a simple order flow day. I mean, you see this drop, all right? You don't know what's going on yet, and then you realize this consolidation is coming in, and then volume starts picking up to the downside. Great indication we're going lower. We're just rejecting off this year high. I don't know what that is, right? And just it just matters. You just have to realize when these big players are stepping in that not always is that move going to happen instantly. For one, these moves take a long time for them to hit, but other times you have to just notice if price is not wanting to go one way and you see this collection of orders building up, right? Consolidation is just a collection of orders to the upside and the downside. I mean, look at this. Look at this heat map, right? It's bouncing in a little consolidated range. And once that volume kicks in, I mean, you can only assume it's going to either hit this discretionary target, which was at 25,300, or it's going to take a complete fucking shit and reach those bigger levels at 25,100 at that time, right? Did I think that was a possibility? Yeah, absolutely. Even though we only had a 40-point opening, I absolutely believe we could have reached those levels. I was like, maybe we don't reach them today. I don't know if we were going to get enough volume today, but I knew that eventually we will reach those levels. We were completely in the premium. We were completely overbought. I did not even want to be short. I haven't wanted to be short the last like 3 weeks, and I did take a couple hits from it. But man, I really did not want to be long. Sorry, did I say I didn't want to be short? I didn't want to be long, but I definitely did not want to be long today. I mean, look at this collection of build-up orders. There's still big orders targeting the downside. Are we going to reach these orders right now? I don't know. I have no idea. All right. But we are sweeping a lot of stops. A lot of people they've been hedging longs for the last month and a half, reaching all-time highs. And guess what? Those orders need to get swept, right? Whenever there's a good turnabout in the market, there's always a bad reversal, right? It's always going to take out those previous level orders, no matter how many icebergs are sitting, no matter how many stops, no matter anything. You always have to come down and collect some liquidity if you want to keep going higher. And if you see that slow market, consolidating market reaching all-time highs, you got to target those shorts. If you know shorts are not the play, you got to target those shorts. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be long anymore, but market already dropped. But the longer I look at this, the more I want to trade, which is fucking terrible. But I'm not going to. It's just a trade analysis. I mean, everything told me from just how many fucking icebergs we got to the downside, all that hedging around this area right here, this consolidated price range. I mean, it was either going to pop up super high or pop down super low, right? And in this case, we were right, and it did pop down super low, right? You're just trying to make a sense of all this randomness, right? To a lot of people, this looks like randomness, which in technical terms it is, right? But what hints is the market giving you? Are we hedging? Are we accumulating and distributing? Are we holding positions? Are we targeting new levels? Are we creating new levels in the order book? What are the VWAPs saying? These little small hints will give you a better indication of where price could go. At least give you a future outcome of where price could go. Price doesn't always stay the same. Never just stays the same, but just realizing that there are hints and clues that the market gives you to make a kind of sense out of the randomness. And the more winners you get, the more realize there's more clues to go, right? I mean, I just discovered icebergs. Oh, I didn't discover. I knew about icebergs for a long time. I didn't want to start trading them. I thought the fucking indicator was expensive within itself. It's like $150 a month. But man, does this fucking help you. If you guys don't know what icebergs are just partial like 10%. Okay, I gotta explain this correctly. An iceberg, right, is a whole collection of orders that were put in the market, but they're only described as at 10% of value, right? when it says 234 icebergs, that's only 10% of the total order, right? So 90% of the order is still there, but it's described as 10% because big banks and big traders, they come in with small percentage orders to not disrupt the market, right? So if like big traders are not going to put a $10,000 lot order onto the order book because people are going to they're going to drag price down and they're going to collect them as liquidity, right? They see a big order, okay, yeah, let's just shoot past them. Let's just take his money, right? That's what happened. So they only put their orders in at 10% to not disrupt the market at all, right? Here it would have said like 200 orders or whatever. These are just hidden orders in the order book, right? And they do show if price can go up or down. I'm going to use this indicator more a lot. I think I'm just going to start streaming just the overall order book as well to help people. Like people don't understand. I mean, this is the minimum of what you should have as a trader. And when it comes to just tools, like a lot of people just use plain charts, zero indicators, nothing. They read price action. There is maybe 1 out of 100,000 people who can actually become profitable off of that. I'm telling you right now, if you don't know how to use this, go to bookmap.com and start watching some YouTube videos, man, because you're going to fucking need it. If you don't know how to use these indicators, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you need to use Bookmap. You need to figure it out. Because I'm telling you, this is the behind the scenes of what's actually going on. I can use this and describe to you exactly what happened into the market today. Exactly what happened, right? I don't know the underlying reason of why it happened, but I know what happened. I know orders came into this level. We were targeting the 250 or 25.087 level, right? We didn't end up reaching that target. We ended up reversing after a cluster of icebergs came in. So big orders targeting lower levels of liquidity. And on the meantime, we were running through some stops, right? And then as soon as we got some buy icebergs, we instantly shot back up because they were valid. I can tell you exactly what happened today. I can tell you exactly what happened today. You couldn't tell me that because you're using just a plain chart. You cannot just use a plain chart. It's very rudimentary and it's oversimplified. Trading is not simple. Figure out market direction is not simple. I have like 10 different fucking indicators. And there's these like trading gurus are going to tell you you don't need any indicators. It's just a cluster of information. I need this cluster of information. You need this cluster of information because it's going to give you a better analysis on the market. The more indication of what's going on in the market that you have, the more information you have about the market, the better trader you're going to be because you can use that information to create an edge. You need this information. For the love of God, please do not trust these shit gurus like fucking TJR trading ICT because it doesn't fucking work. These guys were crypto bros. They got rich off crypto. Sorry to break it to you if you do like it. This right here, this is somewhat real. This is real trading, real indication of market analysis, right? This isn't just technical analysis of fair value gaps. This is mechanical analysis showing exactly what this auction place is doing. You're in an auction, right? You're a bidder or you're a seller. You're trying to bid for the best price and you're trying to sell at the best price, right? It's just you're looking at a store and you're buying a product, which is a contract, right? And you need this information because you don't need to know who's in the market with you. If you don't know who the hell's in the market, you don't know who the hell your opponent is, you don't know who the other bidder is, how the hell are you going to ever succeed? Like, I mean, how would you know where liquidity is even? Like, people talk about liquidity sweeps all the time. How do you know there's fucking liquidity there? You can't see it. I can see it. But, oh, yeah, there's after this low, after we're gonna come down and sweep this high and this low. Okay, what's telling you that? What's telling you that? Do you have it? Do you have this indicator? No, you don't. You don't have this indicator. Right? You don't have the book map. You're not looking at the book. You don't even know what the fucking book map is. You don't know what the order book is. You don't know what the volume profile is. Right? You got to understand this information to become a better trader. If you don't have this information, it's going to be extremely difficult for you. I'm not saying it's impossible to become a profitable trader. just by using regular technical analysis on charts, that's fine. If you want to take the fucking 5-10 year route of trying to predict market conditions every single day without any information, go right ahead. It's possible, but I doubt you're going to be profitable doing it. All right. I'm not completely profitable yet. You know, I'm a break-even trader at best, but at least I know I'm on the right track. And at least I know the information that I'm giving out to you guys is accurate information. There's traders 40 years who are on the floor, 40 years of experience using the exact indicators I'm using to create a complete market depth analysis on their trading plan, right? You build an edge from this information and you use that edge to make profit, right? You're not going to be always a winner, but you're definitely not always going to be a loser if you're going to do this, right? This is better than a coin flip. What you're doing right now, you're flipping a coin if you're going to actually succeed or not using market analysis or just regular market analysis of just bar charts. This gives you a slight edge. You will still lose quite a bit, but you have an edge on the market, right? All you need is a 60% win rate to be a profitable trader, right? I mean, you're going to lose accounts, right? If you're trading with prop firms or whatever, but over time that compounds, right? And that compounding shows actual profitability. You're not going to be making 100%, 200% a year doing this shit. There's no fucking way. You're going to be making maybe 10%, 15%. But if you have multiple, that's the thing about prop firms. If you have multiple accounts, you have multi-million dollars in funding, that like 8% on let's $1 million is what, $8,000? Yeah, $8,000 is not bad in payouts, right? If you make 8% in a month, you make 80,000 in a month, right? A lot of you guys get confused of like what an actual trader makes in a month. I'm telling you, it's very inconsistent. If you see a guy saying he's pulling in $100K, $1 million a month from trading, he's completely fucking lying to you. I'm sorry, he's completely fucking lying to you. There's no way that's possible. There's zero indication, and there's zero proof that this person's actually doing it. They might show you like payouts, but whose payouts are they? Is there a name on them? Are you sure those aren't just affiliate payouts from their affiliate code from their prop firms? You never know, right? Until you buy their course and you realize their course is bullshit. So I'm going to be done for today. I hope you guys liked the video, or I'm the only one going to be watching it. So, all right, you guys have a good day.